up and I feel like cash. Wake up and I feel like M's. My foot stays pressed on the gas. I'm glad I don't feel like them. They might just get flexed on. Got that spice like Szechuan. Can't be touched, I'm Teflon. Once I met Zac Efron. Go hard for the bros and the bros hot mine. Don't think for a sec that I won't drop on. Wanna stay for the show? Just log on to RoneDotCom. Get knocked off and we still rock on. Come to the pound, see a real top dog. Wanna stay for the show? Then just log on to RoneDotCom.
God damn, I missed that intro. That intro is a banger. Oh, good to see you all. Good to see my brothers in the booth. Good to see you. Good to see the people in the office buzzing around, people scurrying around, acting busy. It's performance review. And you know what? Good to see the fucking chat, dude. Shout out to all you motherfuckers in the chat, dude. So happy to see you guys. It's been a while since I've been in this chair. One blood, one heart. Who wrote that intro? Facts, bro. But yeah, it's I'm super happy to be here. It's a new year, which means renewed energy across the board, and I'm not one to eschew the renewed energy. I love to have the chat here. I love to have everybody in here. Love to be interacting with you guys. It's performance review day. I'm here to give scathing performance reviews, scathing across the board, honestly, to whoever wants it. And shout out to one Barstool employee who sought it out, who asked for it, and he said, I want to be reviewed. Somebody texted me, Pete, I'm going to need Pete too. I'm going to need you for this show. Somebody sought me out, and they said, I want to be reviewed on this show. I want to have my performance reviewed live. Nobody else did, but one Mr. Nicky Smoke said, I want to be reviewed. I want to be the victim of the scathing. He can handle it. And we'll let him know if he's a LTN, you know, or if he's if he's a HTN, or if he's a HTL. If he's a low-tier normie, high-tier normie, high-tier looks maxer, we'll let him know. But basically what we need to do is reset for the top of the year. We need to reset across the board. And I want to give performance reviews because most importantly and first and foremost, I want to assess my own performance from this past year. We're not a full year into RoneDotCom, but we're almost a year into RoneDotCom, and it's had some great success stories and some abject failures on my part. Abject failures. Times when I reached for the moon and did not land amongst the stars. I was just catapulted through the cosmos, breath sucked out of my lungs as the vacuum of the universe remove life from any idea that I had. And that's fine. You're going to fail sometimes when you're making content. So basically, what I want to do is start assessing. I'm going to start assessing. And the first assessment starts with why I'm in the studio today. And what I've been trying to do is walk around the city of New York and go neighborhood to neighborhood and check it the fuck out. And I've been having such a good time doing that, and I've gotten a lot of good feedback doing that. But the problem is, nobody's fucking watching, dude. Nobody's watching when I do it. What the fuck? More people talk to me about that content than almost anything else that I do. And I think that the people that talk to me are the only people that are watching. I think that like the 20 people that have come up to me and the 20 other people within work that have mentioned it are the only 40 people that are fucking watching. And I love doing it, but I'm also not going to do shit that is like just self-serving. So that doesn't mean I'm stopping doing that shit, but I'm not going to be doing it every week. So I'm going to be oscillating. I'm going to be doing some streams in here and some streams out there. And I think I'm going to be more intentional about the ones that I do out there. For example, I'm going to use specific events like Diker Heights. We went during the holiday season. I want to do specific guided tours, like when we were in Brownsville and we had a guide, I would love to do that. And I'd like to be intentional about it, where I go to an area intentionally. Wait, so what are we saying in the chat? So I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back doing that stuff, but I'm not doing it every one. See, I was watching every stream. They're saying you need more views, then you need more Jews. Okay. I don't know how do I acquire more Jews? Because I went to Williamsburg. Maybe do once a month or so. Every week was a bit much. Trust, maybe. I rip cigs and drink coffee watching that shit, right? Weird looking mustache today. Valid. The Sass versus Francis Nick versus KB stuff was good. Needs to be clipped more for TikTok. Maybe, but it's like, how do you clip that? It's not like there's like, it's rife with these crazy interactions. Made my Wednesdays nice. Totally. I mean, I still have the backpack and I'm still going to be doing that stuff. And I still want to me, the most fun ones was when I went to the most eclectic neighborhoods and the most dangerous neighborhoods. So I definitely still want to go to the most dangerous neighborhoods. When it gets nice out, I want to go to the most beautiful neighborhoods. Like, what do we think, chat? Let's fucking workshop this. Does it need to be like, is 9 to 11 in the morning a bad time to do that? Like, I like it because I want to be getting it after it, doing it in the day. But like, I don't know if that's like the best time for people to be watching it. Do they want to be watching it at dusk? Do they want to be watching it in the evening? Human versus laser has to happen for sure. It's early. That's the best time. Yes, bad time. Donnie and Rone stream. I love Donnie. Yes, facts. Yes, I like it, but you get a different people than Human versus Laser. Yes. With a 9 a.m. start, sometimes you can forget about it, though. It's good to block. Good block for the office. Yeah, it's 9 is definitely 9 to 11 is a bad time in NYC. Yeah. Oh, that's a good call. Yeah, see, I'm just trying to like assess, like, I'm still going to be doing it, but I need to tweak it. With some of these ideas that we've had throughout this past year, I need to tweak them a little bit, where it's like the formula is good, but what time we're going to be doing it and where we're going to be doing it. Obviously, we want to maximize the interactions. And we want to, go to beautiful and interesting places. We're still going to be doing it, but it's just not going to be every single week. And we might not do it via the wheel. I don't think the wheel necessarily is paramount to that idea. I think that the wheel can help if we don't have any ideas, but we could also be like, hey, we want to go somewhere weird or dangerous this week, or we want to go to an island or somewhere beautiful like Roosevelt Island or Governor's Island or something like that. Got to be during the workday. I feel that too. But then also it's like I almost feel victim to the other programming schedules, and I shouldn't be thinking like that, but it's like, well, Wake Up Barstool is at it from 8 to 10 or whatever, whenever the fuck Wake Up Barstool is. Is it from 9 to 11? What time? Or 8 to 10? 8 to 10. And then the Yak is from 12 to 2 every day. And then Pick Central is from, and it's like the window that I can do this is like, it gets smaller or gets squeezed in. Can we vote on the neighborhood? Yeah, low-key hate the wheel. Yeah, like, Bella, I appreciate that. I think that if people want to vote on the neighborhood, that'd be fucking fire. Hit up artists in the neighborhood. That would be great, too. Can't forget mostly sports. Exactly. Everything else gets precedence. So no matter what, I'm going to watch it live or not. So I'm going to be doing more of that, but that was the first thing that I wanted to assess, that I wanted to do a better job of that. I still like that, and I still like that type of content, and I have gotten an abnormally high amount of feedback about that content, but somehow just nobody's watching it. Look at the fucking views. Like, the shit is all public. It's not like it's some like behind closed doors numbers, and I got the report in. It's like, no, everybody can see that fucking, however many people are watching it. Interview underground rappers in the neighborhood. And then I was like, should I make it like more New York centric and not specifically neighborhood girded, and that's what I don't know. It's like, say something crazy happens in Venezuela. Do I leave the office and live stream myself walking to a Venezuelan restaurant and talk about what's going on in Venezuela? Is there ways that I can tailor the content to make it more topical and more relevant to what's going on? Israel deserves to be talked about. Okay. Solve a murder live on stream. Can we revive the New Hampshire granite? Shame on 390. I don't know what we're talking about. I think you would do great in a story gathering setting. Facts, bro. Shitty establishments. You're just trying to Nick Shirley me. I think that you're trying to say that I should go to find Somali daycares. Weirdo behavior from Rone. I don't know what that means, but I respect it. I come to escape politics. Facts. I agree with that. You haven't done Staten Island yet? Yes. Rico, I mean, he hits me up every week. He's like, where are you going this week? And I need to go to Staten Island with Rico. I don't think that he like, even the guys that are security guys, all from Staten Island, the fact that there's neighborhoods in Staten Island, I think, is a nebulous idea. I think that they're like, well, there could be 5 neighborhoods, or there could be 25 neighborhoods. Like, there could be 1,000 neighborhoods. So that's part of what we need to assess. Next thing that we need to assess, whiteboard. Done. Nuking the whiteboard. We are going to nuke the... honestly, I wish we could get some low-level explosives in here and blow up the whiteboard. I think that the whiteboard low-key tanked the algorithm for RoneDotCom. And I love talking ball, and I love talking ball with Sass, and I loved losing $1,600 as I put a $100 parlay down every week, and it was contingent on like a 3 million to 1 bet hitting, and that's fine. It was fun. It was fun doing that, but I think it detracted from the goal. It detracted from the greater goal, which I think the greater goal of this show is making interesting ideas happen that are inside and outside of Barstool. And I've been trying to figure out what exactly the goal is, but I think that goal wound up feeling like work, and I think it detracted from what I was trying to build with RoneDotCom. So we're going to strap some sticks of dynamite to the whiteboard and blow that shit the fuck up. Salute to Sass for his service. And also, everybody who's in the chat would be like, pay Sass. I think we can retire that, if you know what I mean. I think my bro Sass might be rolling in it now. Okay, I think the Pay Sass movement has it's like the French Revolution, and the proletariat, the bourgeoisie has fallen, and Sass is paid. Sass got paid. I think Sass got paid. I don't want to talk out of class, but I think we can retire Pay Sass. And so shout out to the whiteboard. It did its journey. It's like in a war movie when the guide, a soldier gets you to the finish line and you'll be like, get in the helicopter with me. And he's like, no, you fucking go on. And he lays there like shot up with 2 machine guns and he's fighting off the enemy as everybody gets in the helicopter and climbs out of the war zone. That was the whiteboard. The whiteboard got us there, but we can't take the whiteboard with us, dude. The whiteboard's fucking dead. Can someone make an AI image of the fucking whiteboard leaking blood? Please. I don't want an actual graphic designer to spend any time on it, but if we could get the AI going. Sass paid, mission accomplished. Pay Mook then. Yeah, we could do Pay Mook. Ron, you need to make a song for the Bush and make a video of that. Okay, that's fun. That would be fun. So we are going to do, we're going to continue to do the music stuff. Going to definitely continue to do music stuff. That has been successful, both numerically and it scratches an itch for me personally. But also the numbies of that do well, and that always gets something. And I think it's something that we could build on. It's unique and different content that I'm uniquely equipped to be able to do. That's going to be key. I basically told the booking team, I was like, if you have any artist that wants to come in here and they're down to cook a song up live, fucking send them in here, bro. We can fucking do that shit. We could do that shit for sure. Pay Mook, pay Mook. Mook needs paid. Pay TJ to reveal his hog. Song for Bush. Zach is getting paid by Netflix, right? Exactly. I still think Saz needs a pay bump. You don't know what he's making. Don't make a song for Bush unless you get an ownership stake. Facts. More with Caroline. She's hilarious. For sure. For sure. Don't pay Mince. I mean, I'm sure he's getting paid through offshore accounts. I'm sure that Mintz strips off his lazy eye and goes to work with the Saudis at the end of every day. Pay Brandon fucking Walker. I'm pretty sure Brandon Walker admitted to getting paid 7 figures recently. Did you guys see that? Was that on Twitter when he was like, somebody was like, you get paid 6 figures to do this? And he was like, 6 figures? Doesn't that seem like he's tacitly saying that he gets paid 7 figures? Brandon. I love that. 2.1 million per year per Walker. I don't know if that's it, but 2.3 million. He's on 2.8. Yeah. I mean, nothing makes me happier than seeing a family man, Christian, American get paid. Nothing makes me fucking happier than knowing that Brandon Walker's a fucking millionaire now. I gotta find out what Sass's bag looks like. Because if Brandon's getting 7 figures, you gotta think 8 for Sass, right? Sass is bringing in the big ideas. So those ideas, intermittent and less frequent, but still happening walks through New York neighborhoods. Maybe not picked by the wheel, maybe picked by the chat, if the chat wants to do that. Whiteboard nuked. Music streams still going to happen. What else? So I want to have as many videos as possible. I'm not going to force a video every week if it's low effort or a low quality video. I'm going to do a stream every week no matter what. I'm not going to be like, oh, I have to get a video out. Here's something that's bad. I want to make bigger, more effort-laden ideas rather than just being like, oh, like here's fucking Tommy Smoke sitting cross-legged with his thumb up his ass. I know that there is a market for that, but it's small. RoneDotCom to Netflix? No. That's not going to happen. What about giving the walks more objective? I like that. Like a treasure map or a checklist to compete. Like, yeah, I like that. More effort. Walk through O-Block next time in Chicago. Sure. I mean, if you want me to die, that will eventually happen. But if you want to expedite the process, that's fun too. Just tuned in. So excited for season 2 of The Whiteboard. America's Sweetheart did what? 500 viewers right now. You're matching Pick Central and you barely got the ball rolling. Love it. Shout out to everybody that's watching. And the sticky thing for the live streams is that, like, I just got a big and interesting person who is interested in collaborating on that. And that person is from the Bravo universe, which brings me to the next idea that I want to water a little bit, that I want to add some soil to, that I want to give some sunlight to, that I want to grow. And it was an idea that I brought up on Rico and Jerry's stream, and it's dudes talking about Bravo. This is an idea that I've talked about with Big Cat for eons. And I think that if Jerry and Rico want to do it, I'm watching the shit anyway. You're like, I was locked in on Southern Charm last night, catching up. I'm locked in on it anyway. So that idea has legs, and this could be a home for it. Again, I don't want to put myself in a whiteboard situation where I'm strapping myself to a soldier that's not going to make it. But yeah, Bravo bros, Rico talking about housewives. Yes, I think that Rico and Jerry uniquely are so equipped to do that because they are two of our more masculine dudes that we have at Barstool. And I think that the more masculine the people that are talking about Bravo, the more interesting the discourse will be. I think the more that it's fish out of water and the more that we have something to cover and the more that people can come to check this all out and see what we're doing and interact with us, and we could watch something together, I think that is interesting. Lil Sass Drag Race, you need Big Twan for that. Dudes on Dog Brain content. Can you get more Sass and movie content? JJ or JOC. Love JOC. I mean, JOC is actually on, like, he's on Watch What Happens Live. You know what I mean? Like, he's on the set. So it's a whole different thing. Sass and Francis teach Rone to golf. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. Masculine. Jerry needs a booster seat for his truck. He's short. You know what the fuck I mean. He's a blue-collar dude. And if you want to go through, like, all the archetypes and the different types of people we have in here, there are more masculine dudes. I get that people have a vendetta against Jerry and they have something to say about Rico. That it is what it is. Like, these are guys that know guys that talk in code and have this, like, New Jersey Italian cosplay mafia coded, like, air about them, and that would be interesting to have them talking booster seats, talking Bravo. Barstool Olympics, Jerry Hussein Obama. Crazy take. You sitting in front of the camera is my favorite content you do. Maybe try to watch some watch-alongs. I mean, I would do that. I'm saying I'm watching this shit anyway, and so using that for good, I think, would be a good way to rope in some of our female followers, female watchers, and some of the males that maybe don't necessarily naturally watch the Bravo stuff, but it's like, hey, you're seeing it through a lens of the guys. You don't necessarily have to be, like, sipping the fucking Chardonnay and watching it. You know, you could have a nice Phoenix energy drink or a nice cold beer or whatever, you know, whatever Jerry's on, a vape that doesn't have anything in it. Thoughts on Jenny, love them. Two just easy people to root for, two great people, but also I feel bad for them that their relationship's public because I don't want them to have the pressure of the public associated with them. Wish you were on the Yak. Thank you. Love the Yak still. Live streaming is hard now. There's so much content. You do a weekly recorded video that's produced and also a live stream around the office. The boys on a good sleep schedule these days. I mean, for today. But, you know, one woke up at 5 o'clock this morning, and it's like, if one of them's up, then I'm up. You know, Rone, you really an energy drink guy now. You used to be a cold brew guy. I love a cold brew, but Phoenix is a sponsor. And the one thing I love more than a cold brew is a sponsor. I also heard a nasty thing from a dentist that nothing stains the teeth more than black coffee, which is fucking damning. And they said put a little bit of milk in. I always thought the milk was for flavor or for indigestion. I never thought of the milk in coffee being a counteracting element for teeth yellowing. When are we getting a RoneDotCom website? Well, the website is actually RoneDotCom.com. RoneDotCom is the show. The website will be RoneDotCom.com. And people don't get that, okay? Francis would be better for dudes talking reality than Jerry. No, you don't get the vision. You don't get the vision. Francis has some, like, I don't want to say feminine sensibilities, but, like, Francis likes fashion and gossip and, like, wine and stuff like that. And Jerry likes to, like, you know, wear a Carhartt and, like, crush a can through the brute strength of his hand and, like, to get under a sink. Like, you don't get it. You don't get it. You got merch yet? Hoodie or trucker hat? Like, Rone.com on a piece of merchandise doesn't sound good to me. Hey, Rone, looking bulky out here. Bro, I feel like I've been in the fucking gym, bro, for sure. And I am putting on weight, but I don't necessarily think that I don't think it's been bad weight, dude. I've been on the squat rack, bro. I think I would need to join a fucking proper gym because I'm maxing out my room, my gym at where I live. Yeah, I'm trying to get fucking brolic, mostly just so, as I said on the New Year's resolution episode of In the Slot, that I need to be able to lift my kids for as long as possible, and I need it to be as easy for as long as possible, because I'm watching these videos of people putting their kids down, and it's making me sad. More content with Large, totally. Like one of the streams, for example, I want to do is do a full-on Chinatown Redemption stream with Large, and I want it to be like a long stream where we go through all of Chinatown. 2 hours is not enough for Chinatown. And me and Large went to Chinatown before, but we did it in the same day where we went to Koreatown. Like, I'd like to stumble around Chinatown. I'd like to spend a whole fucking day there. I'd put in a whole fucking 9 to 5 shift in Chinatown and sniff every fucking corner of it and eat every morsel in Chinatown. I'd love to do more stuff with Large. I think Large is somebody who's grinding hard, and he has an idea of what he wants to do. And I think he has an idea of how to build a brand, and he's worked outside of Barstool, and so I think that he knows how valuable and lucky he is to be working here, and I don't think that he half-asses it, outside of being a man of taste, class, and caliber. Large food tour around New York and a weird NYC history with Clemmer could be interesting. Yes, but that idea is so big. Food tour around New York, that's so big. It's like, can we make the ideas smaller? The decision, Rone to Chicago. I also, this year, a resolution of mine is less division between Chicago and New York. I don't want to talk about Chicago. I don't even want to like jokingly disparage Chicago. Chicago is one of the elite cities in New York, and I think it'd be sweet if we're bigging up their content and they're bigging up our content. That said, I'm not moving to Chicago ever. Stool scenes come back. No. Short from parenting content. Lesson learned this week, or gentle reminder for those of us in the thick of it. Could you bring back other Barstool personalities that are parents or that have questions? I mean, I'm happy to talk about parenting. I also don't necessarily want to force my family into content. I know that that's worked for some people, but I don't want that to be like from time and time again. It's like nice to sprinkle in, but I don't want to be deluging the world with my family or being like, do something funny. Honey, you're fucking talking in the background of my video. Rone waving white flags. No, that's not what that is. I'm talking about pulling together in the same direction. There's no white flags. I miss YP's Barstool Outdoors videos. Good news. Sydney Wells does incredible work with Barstool Outdoors, and she incorporates Barstool personalities all the time, and she does hunting and fishing content and is very curious about the outdoors. I know you've been interested in history, and I love Large's history content. Something with you two on that. Historical streams. I mean, when I walk around New York, I like to look at history, but I don't know enough about history to be tapped in on that. I think that's something that Vibs is good at. You know, he'll dig into history. Don't want to go full Burt Kreischer. Totally. Tour of New York or Chicago's main attractions. Again, that's a big idea. I think we got to go, like, make the idea more landable. Like, a tour of New York's historic, like, those are huge words. What can we do that's, like, a piece of content? A piece, not the entire pie. Rone and Large Super Bowl in Napa Valley for wine tastings. Now you're talking. Now you're fucking talking my language. I want to, I guess we're going out to the Super Bowl. We're going out to the Super Bowl, right? I know I'm on the dossier, and maybe we get some yak stuff. But I like Super Bowl. I think last year one of the most successful live streams was walking around to the Super Bowl. I think that was cool and fun, and walking around New Orleans and being part of the festivities, I think is cool and interesting. I think that doing that for this year's Super Bowl would be great. I think doing some shit with wine pairings would be great. Somali Rone, right? It's like Somali Che. Che's kind of doing Wine for Slobs, which was a ripoff of Dave's original video. And, the snake feeds itself. Bring some prosciutto, make a killer sandwich again. Yak got invited to a winery during Super Bowl. Right. Yeah, that shit's great. Wine reviews, subtle shade at Che. No shade. I love Che. And I love talking to him. And I also know I can also divine between the character and the man, the real man. Pop punk behind the scenes practices or rehearsals. Yeah, I write songs so fast that, not even tooting my own horn, that I want to be able to include other people and get it to a point where we can put the song out So it's like I'll have 5 songs written, and it's like, okay, wait, we need to slow down and like finish this song and put this song out. So I would love some help on that from the rest of the gang. But there is a lot of let me talk about this for a second. There is a lot of musical talent within Barstool. A lot of musical talent within Barstool. Can I rattle off some people that are super musically talented? Even an unofficial top 10 list of people within Barstool who are super musically talented. I got to start the list with my brother, PFT Commenter. Technically, probably the most musically talented. Technically, an insane technical talent on the guitar. The technical things that he is able to do, what he's able to learn, and what he's able to do with his fingers. Oh my God, so technically, musically talented. An insane natural music talent. Have you heard Ray sing? An insane natural musical talent. Obviously, Caroline, an insane natural and technical talent. She could play piano. She could write songs. She is like a self-starter as far as making it happen. She could sing. She could sing on stage. She could perform. Insane. Peyton? Did we hear Peyton singing on fucking TikTok? Peyton, put more singing content out. That was fucking awesome and nice. And she was like, "Oh, I don't want to be cringy." We're like, bro, that's the nature of putting creative musical stuff out there. You're opening yourself up, but that vulnerability is that's the moving walkway. That's what's going to get you there faster. Nick Hamilton, insane musical talent. He could play the fucking guitar, the fucking keytar, the bass, like he could play the keyboard, that goddamn everything, and program across the board. Robbie Fox, not only musical talent but musical interest, being able to marry a deep musical, like the fact that he knows so much and is so curious about music and is such like a joyous entry into music is insane. Jet Ski. Obviously, his ability to produce and his ability to be an engineer, but his ability to rap and songwrite, insane. Like, there's a ton of fucking musical talent in here. Frank the Tank, musical talent. Equipment Room Joe fucking opening up for us. Bro, Equipment Room Joe is he's a fucking beast, bro. He makes his own music, writes his own songs, has his own aesthetic. He also has that, like, he has that band guy vibe where it's just like, yeah, the kid in the band. It feels like high school. And he's like the dude that has like a band on the weekends where like he doesn't even need the approval or fraternization of everybody else in here. That he just like, he knows that he's got it and he's going to wear a jumpsuit and fucking rock out. Pete can play the skin flute. Yeah, I mean, Portnoy on the skin flute. Yeah. Who else any other skin flute jokes? Why was Stool Scenes canceled? Because there probably isn't enough like stuff going on in the office to be able to film it, and the undertaking was too big. Rone can't stand how much better Chicago content is. I don't know. Is it? I think that people are just making different types of content, but they have an awesome group of creators out there, and they make great content. I don't think that. I think it's just like different types of content. The Fool Sip. Nick Straight Ass Dad plays the skin flute the best. Pete plays the skin flute. Yeah. White Sox Dave, Karma La 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 Love. Yeah, that's great too. Dave Portnoy has songs. Fucking Big Cat can sing. You know, Big Cat can hit the national anthem. Who else am I missing? There has to be some people that I'm missing. Nick Straight Ass Dad playing the skin flute. Yeah, it's apples and oranges. Here's another thing. You guys just mentioned Pete. I'm happy to announce that Pete is in charge of the New York office. Breaking news. All Business Pete is in charge of the New York office. And that's the power structure. Pete is in charge. If you need to get something done, you go to Pete. If Dave wants to know something that's going on, you go to Pete. There's basically like a triumvirate. If I can make this Caesarean, there's a triumvirate of men at the top. And it's Pete and Chase and Gaz. And those are the guys that are at the top. And I would say that Pete is Julius Caesar. And I'm not sure who probably Chase is Mark Antony, and I guess that would make Gaz Brutus, which, oh, look who it is darkening my doorway. And that's not racial, but Sparky, good to see you. And I'm like Cato, you know what I mean? Like, I'm one of the senators, I'm not like, I'm not in the triumvirate, but Pete is in charge. Like, if you want to get something done in the office, you go to Pete. If you want to ask something about like an HR thing, like Pete's in charge of the HR. Like, if somebody's performing a certain way, Pete's in charge of it. And Pete has all the power of the Roman Empire short of executions. And I think Dave has the power of executions. And it's probably good that Pete doesn't have the power of execution, because that man has a bloodlust. And I was talking to him yesterday, and he was basically sitting in his ivory clock tower just salivating over people that he could pick off if he only had the chance, if he only had the slings and arrows. But Pete is in charge. Rone is Maximus. I'm not in charge. What about Austin? He talks like he's running Barstool. I mean, yeah, Austin is more of, it's like Dave is God, Austin is Jesus, Austin's the Holy Spirit, and then like the all of Rome, But did the Romans even believe in God? Actually, fuck. I might be messing up the timelines of God and Jesus and everything like that. Who is the Romans' God? Who did they pray to? Austin is unshaven, needs ass in charge. Is Chicken Fry part of the office? Chicken Fry, I think, is in Florida now, but her studio is this is from Pete, is to remain untouched. And I think that's kind of like when your like daughter goes to college, but like you keep her room the same, so when she comes back, it feels the same. Roman Empire turned into the Catholic Church. Okay, but who were they praying to? Because they weren't Jewish, bros. Were they secular? Were they agnostic? What was going on? Zeus? Oh, they had Roman gods. Of course. What the fuck is wrong with me, bro? Lest I forget my Roman mythology. They had Roman gods. And so who is the top? Yeah, so Dave is Zeus. Dave is the top Roman god. And then right beneath him is Austin, who's like, he does the workings of the Roman god. Tuning in late. Kirk Jackson tuning in late. Kind of fucked up, but get it together. Rome versus Fresco 2026. Fresco probably wash my ass. Dave is Jesus. Jesus was a Jew. Facts. What Bravo shows are you watching these days? All of them, except for the new Vanderpump Rules. Come on, bro. What's this cast? But obviously I'm watching. I mean, I think that, is Salt Lake City the top dog right now? It might be, bro. Rome versus Rome. Austin is Hermes. Was Hermes Greek? Hermes might have been Greek, my bro. Hey, Zeus is a Greek god. Okay. Roman god is Jupiter. Okay, right. Jupiter. Yeah, that makes sense for Dave. Dave is Jupiter. W. Kelly Keegs. Yes, for sure. Always W. Kelly Keegs. Too busy making burners to get here to get alive on time. You watching Survivor 50? I have not watched Survivor 50 yet, but I would love to. I need to bone up on my Survivor. 90 Day Fiancé is untapped gold mine. Not for me, bro. I've been tapping it. Since Michael, I've been in fucking 90 Day Fiancé, bro. Don't make me pull out a fucking deep cut on 90 Day Fiancé, bro. I've been in 90 Day Fiancé. Come on, bro. SLC's top dog, just as I suspected. Summer House fan, of course. But Summer House is in flux, like, especially with Amanda, the Amanda breakup. Batulo single. Batulo saw Paige get single, and she's like, we might have a hot girl summer. But is Paige even on it? Crazy. When does Surviving film and air? I'm not sure. I want to see Jerry and Terry doing Bravo and 90 Days reviews. Yes, I think Bravo, I think we have to start small. Like, they're not going to be able to watch all of it, but I think they dip the toe, and then they get addicted. Lost me here, brother. What did I lose you on? Oh, shit. We have Nikki Smokes in the waiting room. We have Nikki Smokes. So maybe we could pivot to the performance reviews segment of the year. And we had one brave soul that said, I want to be reviewed, and it's my brother Nikki Smokes. and I need to get my brother Nicky Smokes, because somebody who seeks out feedback and is not scared and wants to step into the line of fire is somebody who we will always welcome on this show. And I've been a long-standing Nicky Smokes fan, and I want to get him back in here, and I love to talk to my brother Nicky Smokes. We have him live. Oh, turn your phone sideways, my brother. Turn your phone sideways. And now I can't hear you. Even if you're
Can
like
you not
that.
hear me?
No, now I can. Now I can. What's up, Beast?
Okay. What's good, my brother? How we doing?
How we doing? Is that cum stain in that body?
Yeah, I'm like 5 days in. No cum's been released. I don't feel any different, but I'm staying strong. So
What are you expecting to feel from this?
honestly, nothing. I just want to see if I could control my penis for. If I go 2 weeks, I'll be happy.
No. Go to 60 days, bro.
I might as well. I'll try.
I know that you're going to be waking up. I mean, your dick's going to be waking you up. Your dick's going to be like hitting you on the shoulder, being like, yo, time to get up.
He's been good so far, but it gets scary on like Friday and Saturday. That's what I'm really worried for. I tell everyone it's really only 8 days, like the Friday and Saturday over like the next 2 months.
Yeah, it's like a Hanukkah.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
you're going to have...
It's a cum Hanukkah.
You're having a cum Hanukkah. Yeah, bro. Are you? So that means that you're single. Obviously, it's not like you're depriving a girl of the dump truck.
No, I'm yes, I'm very, very single right now.
Hell yes. Which is, I think that's good. I think that's what you want, right?
Yeah, I think that's best professionally, personally, and longevity as well.
What does that mean? You're afraid you're gonna die if you don't, if you're not single, or what do you mean longevity? Oh, from getting fired from the job.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was talking about. Exactly.
Yeah, I think that if we want to do a performance review, I think that might be a big part of the performance. I think not getting fired is key, and you
Yeah.
fucking people in the office is something that could get you fired.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Hey, look, I'm maxed out. I have no desire to flirt with or take down any other girl that ever works here or steps foot in here. So that's not an issue going forward.
But what if they hire like an absolute baddie? You know what I'm saying, bro? You know, what if they hire like a fucking rocket ship, bro?
I mean, like I'd have to get like a written blessing from Dan, like that I won't get fired if I take it down.
Right. And you think
But
he would do that?
no, but like maybe we could have like a one-on-one like boys meeting, and I'm like, yeah, like, is it straight? Like, can I get like a hall pass here? And if he says yes, I would consider it. But for the most part, I want nothing to do with that. I don't care how hot she is. I enjoy getting paid. I enjoy working here. I enjoy living in Chicago, and there's plenty of beautiful women in the city, and I don't have to keep dipping my pen in company ink.
Yeah,
I'll
but
leave it at that.
what if it's like an absolute rocket co-ed with the NIL coming up from Miami, and we're talking hourglass and like a double wide front porch. You know what I mean? Like what if that walks in? What do you like, brown hair?
I love brunettes. Yeah.
Yeah. What if it's a brunette that's like sitting on something natural and
Like sitting on some tickle bitties.
yeah, and she's cool.
I'm gonna have to respectfully decline.
All right, yes, yeah, I like that, bro. The sins of the flesh. What I was is that was just a Garden of Eden situation. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And the snake offered you the apple, and you're like, actually, I'm straight on the apple, bro. There's plenty of other like pineapples and oranges and other fruits in the Garden of Eden. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Biblical.
And
Yeah, you passed the test, bro. You passed the test.
thank you, brother.
So how would you assess your year? Like if you had to look back on like what you've done this year, what would you say were your shining moments? What was the peak? What was the pit?
Okay. I mean, I feel like that's pretty straightforward. I think overall I've had a solid year. I think I had one massive hiccup, but starting with the peaks, I think Barcelona Beach House was great. I feel like I contributed massively to that, as well as all of like the in-office basketball tournaments that we had, yours, the 3-on-3. I feel like in all we've had some big sponsored events here, and I played a very contributing role in those events. The show with me and Annika started getting some legs, getting some traction, and I mean, I think the low. We all know what the low is. I'm not even sure if I could like bring it up, but um, oh, and I almost forgot two hands. Can't forget about two hands. So that was massive. No pun intended. Um, but I think overall it was a good year, and I think I proved to myself, because there's a lot of comments. It's like, oh, what does Nicky Smokes do? He does nothing. He does nothing. And I almost rephrase it as like, what don't I do here? Like I put out content almost every single day. I blog, I edit, I produce, I upload all my own shit. Everything we do with me and Annika, I cut my own clips. I blog. So like, what don't I do? Do I just not bring in a shit ton of revenue for the company because 80% of the people that work here don't do that? And even that's not even necessarily true, because just because we don't have like our own, direct sponsor doesn't mean you're not helping bringing money into the company. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that even your low point that you won't mention was, I think, one of the most fun days of the Yak of the year, and I think even
Oh
if
no, I'm talking about something completely different.
the other thing.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Brandon Walker funeral.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was dope.
Oh, you're talking about the other thing.
Yes.
Oh well, yeah, that whatever. Do you feel like you learned from that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that can I be brutally honest with you?
Yeah, I would love that.
This is going to be brutal honesty.
I'm
And this
here.
is coming from somebody that likes you a lot. That I'd say I'm in the top 5% of people at Barstool that like you the most.
Love.
I think that one of your main things that you have to work against is a likability thing.
Elaborate, please.
I think I'm a person that likes you, but I think that you have to fight uphill to be broad scope likable. I think when I listen to your show with Annika, you have like very vulnerable moments that show who you are, but I think that you have fairly or unfairly, probably fairly, a douchebag label that's been put on you. And so that's going to be the lens through which a lot of people see you. And so you're going to have to fight uphill as at like almost person by person, flipping them on a personable likability. I don't care about labels. I see people for what my perception of them is. So like I'm saying, I already like you. You have me won over. But I think that in general, your star will rise and you'll feel more incorporated to everything when your likability gets higher across the board. As far as I'll even look at it from like, if you're like trying to wheel a girl, like you kind of have to be like cocky and you kind of have to know that like you're the shit, right? And like
Right.
when you go up to somebody and you have like, she has to know that you think that you're the man. And when other dudes see this, they might be like, this guy thinks he's the man. But it's like, for that situation to work, you have to hit that kind of attitude. And I've had to fight against the same thing. And it was like coming from like a battle rap world, like I had to have like an almost undue sense of confidence about myself, because like if you're going into a battle rap, you have to kind of think you're the shit. But if people see you thinking you're the shit, then that kind of like, I think it rubs people the wrong way. And
Yeah.
it's like the game that you're playing. And I don't say this to come at you. I say this to kind of just be like self-assessment. And I hope I'm not hurting your feelings. I'm not saying it to hurt your feelings. But I think that there's ways that you approach things. It's even like on the basketball court. Like you kind of like approach it like man, clear the fuck out. Like as opposed to like, I think that there's in general a team playerness that I think that you can lean more into, where each of your interpersonal relationships, I think that there's people who are your boys and who are the absolute boy, but I think people who are even outside of your realm of who the boy are, if you can bring those people in, win those people over, that would be a small exercise that you can do to make the macro exercise of winning people over and being the guy that I see, and have that the guy that I see be the guy that everybody sees.
Yeah, and first of all, I just want to let you know you're not hurting my feelings whatsoever. There's a reason why I threw my name in the fire, because I appreciate feedback and I'm always reaching out to you, and like I'm trying to learn and grow, etc. And I think everything that you mentioned is more than fair. And like me and Annika like talked about this
Yeah.
on the show too, where I feel like, I came in very hot, and like the douchebag persona thing was great for me. It was like it was good for business when I first started, and now it's kind of like, well, I really don't even like talking like that. It kind of it's just like what has worked up until this point.
Yeah. It's
And
almost like a defense mechanism sometimes.
yes, exactly. It 100% is. And then also because I feel like the people that like follow me like truly, and not just like they know about me through the yak, kind of have started to see this other side of me. Whereas like anytime I get called down there, I like I'm naturally, I have my guard up. I'm trying to like defend myself all the time. um but I think everything you said was more than fair, and that's something that I've talked to Annika about, and even my mom about, in terms of like, okay, like how can I change this perspective?
I think Annika does the same thing. I think that sometimes like her personality, her persona on camera is sometimes kind of like this, like fuck you, you fuck it, like. And I think that
Yeah.
sometimes that can even be a defense mechanism on her part. And I'm not like I think that she's great, but I also think that there's vulnerabilities that she has that sometimes probably present themselves off camera
Yeah.
that I
Yeah.
love to see on camera. But I,
Yeah.
I I think that when you guys do your show together, I think that do get to be points of your real conversations that you have that are like interesting and like vulnerable. And I think that the other side of this coin, unfortunately, is that when it comes time for spring break, people are going to want to see the
The,
monster rear its ugly head. You know what I mean? And it's like I think that we had this conversation off camera where it's like you are like you don't have to do this, but like for reality, I love reality TV. And then there's some people who are the main character of reality TV, and because the audience loves to be like, can you believe what this fucking guy did?
yeah.
And so it's like that will probably be exhausting, but that's also a role that you can fill. That's a role that you uniquely can fill that nobody else in the Chicago office, and I don't know if anybody in the New York office can fill either, especially on a spring break type show.
No,
So
I agree. I agree.
so that's
But
like that. That's like the balance of like, which path, which pill do you want to take? Which way do you
right.
want to go down? And I think that like you could throw the likability shit out the window if you can fucking thrive with that kind of shit. That like, but it's also that could be exhausting for your soul at sometimes probably
Right.
because you'll
Yeah.
get the negative feedback, but also it could also come with a lifetime contract.
Yeah, I would like to just get back to a yearly contract first, and then I'll worry about a lifetime contract after that.
They still got you on the monthly,
I don't know. I
right?
like at this, yeah, my shit gets paid every month. I don't like. It's
Right.
not like they sent me a new contract. It is like,
You know what? Some
you
of your
know.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like my goal this year is just to when that time's up, to actually just have like maybe like a 2 minute real conversation, and a full year contract. That's all.
A
Like
conversation
that's
with
the
who?
main goal. The boss,
Big Cat or Dave?
Dave. When it comes to my contract, I go to Dave.
Right. One thing I really like that you do content wise is the TikToks where you talk about like wheeling girls with like through sports analogies. I think that that's
Mm,
great content. I think that you should keep that up. And I also like the frequency and style with which you post on TikTok. I think that shit is good. And I think that you doing that shit consistently is and will be a good thing for you. And I think some of those, you keep doing it with the same music behind it, the stylization of it, I think is very solid. And like the way you kind of put it into like dating terms, I think it is very good.
I'm glad you actually brought that up because I was going to ask you about it. Like those videos do really well on TikTok, but sometimes I kind of feel like as if they're unfulfilling for me personally. Um, what are
Well,
your thoughts on that?
um, so I'm gonna tell a story about somebody else that used to work here. Uh, Jordan Woodruff was somebody that used to work here, and she did videos about celebrity gossip, and they got millions and millions of views. And then she decided that those videos were unfulfilling to her personally, and she started doing like get ready with me videos and like lifestyle personal workout videos, and the views got way worse, but she found them more personally fulfilling, and now she doesn't work here anymore.
All right, so I'll make the sports analogy tonight. I got a good one. It's called. I'll give you a little insight. Call that audible.
Was it? Oh yeah. I
Call
know.
your audibles. Call your audibles. Make your checks.
Yeah, bro. Call the audible, right? Exactly.
I already got it scripted, bro. Don't worry. I'll drop it tonight. I'll tag you in
Why
it.
are they
Did you?
why are they unfulfilling?
I don't know, man. It's just like I feel like I'm almost getting to unk status, and it's like I'm like teaching, like talking about wheeling birds in like a sports analogy.
Bro, I mean, you're coaching. Like who gets to coach? The
I like
unks.
that. Yeah, you're right.
You know what
You're
I mean?
right.
The players don't
You're
get to
right.
coach. You know what I mean? And you could be a
You're
player
right.
coach. You're still in the game, aren't you? You just
I
said you're
am a
single.
player coach. I am a player coach.
Right. Maybe, yeah. Back for your friendly player coach, Nikki Smokes, bro. It's like, because you're a player and a coach, but you're you coach the players. You know what I mean? It's like,
I coach the players out here. Hey, and I got an endorsement from Hannah Montoya. She said, after getting to know you over these years, I have hope for fuckboys. Just goes to show.
Yeah.
Just goes to show. You could be a fuckboy and a good guy at the same time.
Even the chat right now, someone just said Smokes grew on me, sadly. But I don't know why the sadly. But like, yeah, I think you do have room to grow on people. Like, you know what I mean? Pause. But like, I
Yeah.
think that there's like a world where it's like that there is there's something behind it, and there's depth, and maybe you'll find yourself in a spot where you need to like put the jersey back on and take the cleats down from the rafters or whatever, and go run some routes or whatever when it comes time for spring break. But you know, I don't think that. Yeah, I think that you have that. I think that there's lots of upside and potential, and I think
Thank
that
you.
people would agree with that. And it's like, which road do you want to go down? Do you want to go down the like chip away at the like supreme likability thing, or do you want to lean into the
I'd rather not be the scumbag asshole villain my entire career. Now, for reality TV,
right?
I would love to. You know, like that doesn't bother me whatsoever. But in terms of 365 days a year, do I want to be the one that's constantly getting kicked in the dick? Or, oh, he's the fucking worst. He's a piece of shit. He's a scumbag. He's a douchebag. No, I'd rather not deal with that
Love that.
for the entire year. So
Our user Les Do Sports says Smokes makes me so glad I'm a lesbian.
is she trying to get cracked?
Yeah, she probably trying to get cracked.
I don't understand that comment.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Me neither. Because I feel like you'd be like a lesbian's best friend. I think that it'd be so sick if straight dudes could have lesbian best friends the way that girls have gay best friends. Like,
Yeah, that would be pretty
if you
sick.
just had like a stud in like the group, you know what I mean? Like if you and your boys, or like running a 2-man with a stud, you know what I mean?
Running a 2-man with a lesbian would be sick.
Maybe put it on the bucket list.
There's some things I gotta check off this bucket list, but
You got it. Do you feel like do you feel like we properly assessed your performance from this year?
yeah, I do. And I appreciate your time. And
Always, bro.
I appreciate the honest feedback. I wish we had more of this. I don't hate the idea of performance reviews because that way you at least know what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, what you could fix, what you could be better at. Instead, everyone kind of just like Because I don't like just like sitting in the back and just like
Hoping.
not know. Yeah, like fuck that. Like
Just
you're
check it,
someone I respect.
refreshing the
Like
bank account and be like, did I get a bonus this year? Did I, you know what I mean? Just like, do people like what I did or do they not? And I don't know if like, yeah, I don't know what the like, yeah, we used to have performance reviews or like a year-end reviews. And I think that people took them the wrong way or like, I don't know, but this has been
you just can't take it personal. You
right.
know, like it is what it is.
Right, and I think that you were. I think that you did a great job of not taking it personally. Do you feel like you're in good shape for, like physical shape for spring break?
Yeah, I'm trying to cut down to 7% body fat. I'm at 190 right now. Try to get to like 170 and then like put on another 10. I just want to take my shirt off and have veins flying out of my body. I want to look like Spider-Man out there.
Yeah, I mean, be careful because shots of vodka have 97 calories.
I know. Shout out Vodka.
It's brutal. All right, brother, you're the man. Keep it up. Have a great year. Anytime you need anything, hit me up, bro. Hit
Will
my
do.
ear, hit
Thank
my
you, brother.
line. Be great.
All right. I'll
Keep
see
that
you
coming in
later.
your body. Enjoy Come Hanukkah.
You're an idiot.
Come Hanukkah is hilarious, dude.
Kind of sounds like come on Hanukkah.
Oh my God! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Cut him off! Cut him off! I'm texting All Business Pete. So I think that was like, yeah, that's like a good performance review. Like he took it well, and I also said something that was like kind of harsh to him, but he also like took it like a man. I also don't know what percentage of people could actually take that. I think a decent amount of people would be like, that's not true, or would get defensive, or would be like, who are you to be able to say anything to me? Who are you to be able to like, and I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not in the triumvirate. I'm not fucking, but I will give you honest feedback if you want it, but that's a solid review. So good, then he got smoked. Anyone else coming in to do one? I mean, he's the one who said that he wanted to do one. And I could talk about people. I just texted All Business Pete. Can you come into RoneDotCom? Do not hit me with the fucking excuse, Pete. Una would be a good review. Seems that she could take guidance well. All Business Pete said, I don't really feel comfortable with the narrative that's being thrown out there. Not sure I want to join in on it. Okay, let's counter the narrative. I went over to Pete. I mean, I said it as a joke to him yesterday. I went over to Pete. I was like, I heard you're in charge now. And he was like, now? It's like, yeah, we can't joke. Set the record straight. Ian, can you go ask Pete? Can you go ask Pete to come in here? Do one on Chicken Fry. You can't teach Creepy Loser. Rone, what was your top albums last year? I mean, it was Swag. It was Justin Bieber. And then that Freddie Gibbs was also crack. And what else? Performance Review Chicago page. I mean, I want to do people that work here. You want to kick someone while they're down. I'm shocked Smokes isn't a Birds fan by the amount of people that hate him. That's a stretch. That's a reach. Do I like Dijon? I love Dijon. I said, okay, let's counter the narrative. And he said, let me do a couple quick things. The fuck does that mean? What does that even mean? Westside Gun had an elite 2025. No, we don't need Pete in here. I mean, we do need Pete in here because Pete he's not full, like, he's in charge. You know, Pete can address the narrative and reshape the conversation or some other PR crap. Like, yeah, give Connor Griffin some content advice since he's no longer production. Is that true? What do you see MWires doing with KFC and Fishbowl being canceled? Any new shows starting soon? I mean, I love that there's new shows starting soon. I think that I don't know what people are going to do. It seems like Fights just started a new show, which looks super interesting. It's like a kind of inside the actor's studio type of thing. First episode was great. It's on the Out of Order YouTube channel right now. You can go watch that. I saw that Rhea is going to start doing live streams on the Chicks in the Office YouTube, and she and I kind of had a conversation about that yesterday, and I definitely applaud her for just like being open to trying new things and trying to grow her own content output and to grow her Chicks in the Office brand. I think she already has a landing spot for it. She doesn't have to start a new channel, and I think that this is current and modern programming. I think that that's good. Can we get a SAS review? Yeah. SAS had a great year. SAS was part of the Son of a Boy Dad growth that was meteoric. Like, if you look at the charts from Barstool, like, Son of a Boy Dad is one of the shows that's, like, green across. And I'd say one of the shows, and I don't know all the show's performances, but, like, percentage-wise, it had to be one of the biggest success stories of this year as far as growth across the board. And SAS was a huge part of that. And so a lot of that came from the stuff that I was doing with SAS versus Francis and doing stake-offs. I think that they saw some of that growing well, that the numbers of that were doing great. And I was like, okay, I don't mind pivoting some of that and pushing the effort that I was doing with that stuff from RoneDotCom into Son of a Boy Dad. They're both brands that benefit me and that I'm a part of. So the SAS versus Francis stuff turned in, and them playing video games against each other, them cooking steaks against each other, turned into stuff like Fish Week, where it's like them going against each other, and that's all living there, and that feeds the podcast, and that feeds the discourse of the podcast, and I'll leave that up there for them, and that helped that grow, and that was a success. Telluride Bush seems like it's a success, and he did Whiteboard, and that was a failure. Okay, that's, if we're going to be scathing, that was a failure. And we got Bosco, and we got Bosco coming in here. And I think Bosco is one of the dudes that grinds at every opportunity that he has. And he's a guy that's in here at 9 a.m. every day, and he's working a 9 to 5. And I don't think anybody's going to question the work ethic. And some things work, some things don't work, but you grind. You're good.
For midgets? You just keep throwing shit at the wall. Does this look like a vest?
Yeah.
A little deceptive, right?
Yeah, it looks like a vest.
Yeah.
It's not?
I got on. No, it's not. It's a one piece.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was a vest.
I got on the thing, and they were like, you wearing a fucking sweater vest? Sweater vests? Were you a sweater vest guy in middle school? You dressed too cool.
No. In middle school, I didn't dress cool. I don't even dress cool. I'm wearing a fucking... But, I was never a sweater vest guy. I used to... You know when I was growing up, who my fashion inspiration was? Howie Long. I would watch Howie Long on the NFL shows, and he would always wear like an olive jacket with like a black turtleneck, and I was like, that looks so fucking cool. He would wear like an olive suit coat with a black turtleneck.
I don't think there's anything more comfortable in terms of fashion trends in the late 90s, mid 90s of a like Old Navy fucking t-shirt and a fucking unbuttoned button up. Over.
Oh, yeah.
Short, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You just see those kids from fucking Dawson's Creek, Meets World, like that was the.
And that's kind of back now. Like, there's kids in Washington Square Park that are still wearing that same type of shit, like that are kind of wearing, not that still wearing it. They've began wearing that same stuff again. I don't want to hit you with the performance review.
Were you doing performance reviews today?
I've been doing performance reviews. I just had Nicky Smokes one. I told him he had a likability problem. You think that's fair?
That we don't like him? People here don't like him?
No. That like he has like in general like a likability. Like people think he's a douchebag.
Yeah, but I don't think he runs away from that, which he's done a good job of.
Right.
It's a hard thing to do.
Yes.
Like it's a hard thing to do.
Well, I told him he could go one of two ways. You know, he could either lean into it and be like, when it's time for reality shows, like he could be the star of the reality show because he's not afraid to be a douchebag, and everybody wants to tune in to be like that. But it's like maybe that's exhausting. So I was like, you could go. There's two roads diverge in the yellow wood.
Yeah, I think he's doing a great job with that.
Yeah,
leaning into it.
Yeah. Robert Frost. But I was like, he could go either way, but that's going to be a problem that he faces as far as
it's hard, yeah, when you're in that, like, I mean, I've faced it obviously, like it's people, but they either love you or hate you. It's like wrestling.
Yeah. How
the crowd pop.
And he's a bit of a heel. He's kind of a heel, and people, but it's like
being down the middle and being the neutral, like that's a tough spot in anything. So
because apathy is worse than dislike. You know what I mean? It's like dislike, then apathy. Apathy is right in the middle. How would you assess your year, this past year?
Pretty good. I think I had a goal in mind to try to get things done and build something and still stay in the mix, like, you know, and be able to explode, but also like like just kind of the fun mix it up thing, like with the Young Olympics, like,
that was great.
You're not screaming and yelling, but you could still be creative and
fun
and mix it up with people. So
that's going to be
still involved with gambling. That's the bread and butter, but
Olympics
Pick'em was great. So
Uncle Olympics going to be back this year. We're going to be doing another
summer, I heard, right?
Before then.
Oh, okay.
Before then.
Here's all right. Where do you sit with the old guard that we used to have, where like we protected everything, and you've spoken code of like what was coming up? You remember the phase I'm talking about?
Yeah, oh, totally.
It was definitely one person. I'm not a fan of his that was guarding that stuff. I feel like we should almost like, I don't know, there should just be a scroll on the bottom of like, granted, I know how, unless it's dotted lines, like things with sales could change.
Yes.
They could move around, or they could decide whatever. But like ultimately, people kind of know.
I like the transparency.
And there's a lot of, but it's like, I don't know, everything, it's almost like kind of chic. Like it's like hush, I should say.
Yeah.
In terms of what's being promoted.
Yeah, I'm with that, but I think that promotion can be key. Pete, just give me a second. We're doing
Pete's problem.
No, you bumped me. You said you have to do a couple other things. I just have to do a couple other things. Let me. All right, I'm gonna text. I'll text you, Pete. Jesus Christ, you know Pete's in charge now, but he doesn't like the narrative that he's in charge.
Yeah, Pete's running the show.
Yeah, he's running the show fully. But
Pete talked to me one time like a child in Detroit in 2021.
Yeah, don't forget that.
We had a big problem, but he's been great since.
Yeah, exactly. He's in a tough spot because he's in charge. Like he's driving the car.
Work in the dark. They work in the dark over there.
I know. He should work in the light.
I got bad eyes.
I know. He needs everything should, and that's a metaphor. Like he should work in the light across the board. You know what I mean? People should know. That's what I'm trying to do with this show, like trying to have him work in the light a little bit more. But I think that you're one of the only people here that has all of your performance stuff. Like you do it on Pick'em every year. So it's not like there's any question marks about what your performance is or what your performance was. But there was the idea that we were talking about yesterday. And I think that idea does have legs with the other person, but that Fasoli brought up.
Oh yeah,
that could be massive,
big time.
And I know that you're in.
I think that person has a lot of Bosco in her, or in them.
Yes. Yes, exactly. And that would be explosive. And I need to get on the horn and find out exactly what they want to do. But I think even without that idea is good.
I also don't want to speak out of turn, and like I'm sure, whatever. But
whatever. I mean, just speak it into existence, you know.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say something a little wild.
You can. We'll edit it out.
No, it's a live show.
Yeah, that's true.
I was gonna say that person also, like I said, has a lot of Bosco in them. I think in like the early 2000s, late 90s.
Yeah.
Like. That's a hell of an accomplishment to have a little Rone in that person, if you get what I'm saying. I'm not saying your genetic makeup. I'm saying actually in.
Oh, yeah.
Like looker. Like,
yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah, like fun. Seems like fun.
Fun. Yes, exactly. And successful.
And a wild card.
Yes. But opinionated. But I don't know if
I wonder what their day-to-day is. I think they'd be great here, just like it's almost like a toll troll. Like, you know how Kareem's back?
Yeah.
Pass by and like he just shits on everyone?
Yeah.
Put that person right at that desk and she's just carving up, or she's just walking around like they are just walking around like bang. Like something goes wrong with the internet. You go to Pete. What the fuck do you mean we don't have internet?
Right. That would be good. That would be incredible. But do you think
Fridays in the mornings has a couple of cocktails by the bar?
Right. That's a floor lifter. The whole floor
brings their friends in who are also wackos.
Right.
Let me tell you something. This person, and they're from the area, this person would have been a hit at Shaw Houses.
Oh, my God.
Bro. Hit.
But it's like, I don't even know if they're Shore House. They might be the other way on the, you know what I mean? They might be out.
They don't, she's not,
They're saying Ebony, not Ebony. Come on.
No, this person, no.
No. Different than that. But the thing is, like, I don't know, and I'm saying this because I'm trying to push him to be in on it, is like if we have Jerry.
Yeah, he's got to be all in. He's got to see the thing. I think getting in on the ground floor is something we could really do. I think the cast could then still want to they do the I don't know how they do the run, but they're gonna want to elevate their profiles.
Yes, and this is a good spot. And I was saying that you and Jerry talking about all that stuff is good because you're two of the most masculine dudes that we have in here. And then everybody in the chat's trying to throw shade, and they're like, Jerry, that was masculine. And I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? He's masculine. He's got a fucking beard up to his eyeballs, and he fucking gets under his sink, and he has guys, and he drives a pickup truck. What the fuck are you talking about? He's strapped. He has probably an arsenal that could rival what they're doing in Venezuela. But I think that if we can get him in, then it'll work no matter what.
I think
but
the
getting him in,
I think we can become massive in terms of the people eviscerating us. On clips.
Yeah.
Us just being so misinformed and that making its way to whatever.
I think that's interesting. I think that has legs and a ceiling, and I hope that he's in.
Let me tell you something too. I'm kind of excited about watching a show. I haven't watched a show in a long time.
Yeah, when was the last time you watched a show?
Program. I just finished Stranger Things.
Did it suck?
But there's breaks in between. Give me the old school each week. It's back on.
I know. I can't. But that's Bravo is each week.
I like that.
It's
the
each
binging.
week.
I'm old school.
But it's also, and it's an hour. You watch for an hour, and it's and there's commercials. So it's if you want to watch it on Peacock, it's fucking 42 minutes.
Right.
And it's their job. So you
it's
can
also one of those things you can kind of half pay attention to. Stranger Things, you had the minute you turn on the phone, you're rewinding, fucking.
Well, if there's
watches everything with captions, which I will not do.
No,
but you almost need to because you can't understand what the fuck they're saying.
If there's a fight on a Bravo show, they're gonna show it at the end of the episode. Then the next episode they'll actually show it, and they'll tease it for 3.
Dummies.
Yeah.
Jersey Shore, the first 5 minutes of the last episode. Yeah, it's dummy stuff.
They hold your hands.
I also like that they do treat us. There should be a case study with that. Jersey Shore, these shows, they treat you like you're truthfully dumb. They pop up the name every time. Do you notice that?
Yes.
In documentaries, they don't pop when they show Brian Dutcher in the Michigan one.
They don't keep saying Brian.
They don't say Brian Dutcher. They think you're dumb. They put JWoww on every graphic.
Yes.
I didn't forget it was fucking JWoww.
And the age a lot of times.
You know what I think that's smart for? If you come in the middle of it.
Yes.
This was back when it was flipping channel things, though. I think flipping channels is gone now.
I was trying to think of names, and the one name was that hit me, but I don't know if it works. Is the male gaze, but Gaze, because you're seeing it from the male gaze. But I'm afraid that people will get it confused with the gaze.
I don't think Jerry will.
Yeah, but if we let him know that it's gaze, not gaze.
That might be a fucking great phone call.
Yeah, to see if he likes the idea of the male gaze, but it's gaze, not gaze. You know what I mean? The male gaze. You know what I mean? I think it's interesting.
I think I like doing the show at remote locations.
Yeah.
We go get our nails done. We fucking
feet,
whatever.
Yes.
This guy, you never know if he's gonna answer.
You think he's driving in?
The male gaze is a fucking.
It's a good name. But it's not Gays, it's Gaze. Gaze. Like haze or
It's
haze.
popping in the lobby today.
I know. What's going on in the lobby? They must know that we're recording. But I just want to, I just want to keep on talking about this show to speak it into existence to make it happen.
Yeah, we don't know when the new one starts. But I watched the trailer.
Rhode
I
Island?
text you. Yeah, Rhode Island. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah.
Getting in on the ground floor, I think, would be great.
Whenever Rhode Island starts, we got to be there for Rhode Island. They're saying pay Sass. Sass got paid. Jesus Christ. All right. Appreciate you. Let's just keep on talking it into existence.
Yeah.
You know?
I think this is smart, too, jumping in here. I'm excited for the neighborhoods.
I'm gonna keep on doing neighborhoods, but I'm gonna mix in here neighborhoods.
Of course.
Some of each.
Yeah.
But I need you for when we're out on Staten.
Yeah. That Levance clip is unbelievable.
I know.
It also is crazy you guys never had each other's number. I was just looking to get you. I didn't think you could go. I just was like, yo.
That was incredible. You had a guy. I mean, people are always like, you have a guy, and then you actually had a guy. The guy showed up. It's not a myth.
He just parks wherever he wants. He runs
Brownsville. Exactly. That's why I mean, Brownsville, you're not going to get much better ones than Brownsville. But I'd love to go to East New York. I want to go to the Bronx.
Are you prepared to do one at night?
Where?
I mean, somewhere that would be a little more interesting at night, I would say.
I mean, I think almost most places would be more interesting at night. Yeah, I'm prepared.
Yeah, but I don't think you get to see things during the day. You got to remember that.
Yeah.
Street lights aren't working. I think you do the right thing during the day, but like.
Yeah. Some neighborhoods it's safer to go.
What did you think of Diker?
It was awesome.
It's pretty sick, right?
It's beautiful. Yeah, I got to get back. I mean, getting to the night, and once the sun's up later, days are already starting to get longer. It's fucking amazing. Let me text Pete's ass to get him back in here.
Hey, get him
You're
in.
the man, brother.
Appreciate it.
He wants to reset the narrative
Reset the narrative. What?
that he's in charge. He doesn't want to be in charge.
Yeah, but he rose to power. It's a chicken and egg with that.
All right, Rico Bosco. Shout out to Rico Bosco. Kensington at night will be an electric stream. Yeah, I mean, people are. I think T-Bob was like, look what Hoopify did with 6'7". Bro, like 6'7" is from fucking Kensington. The fuck are you talking about? Kensington at night would be incredible. There's some neighborhoods that the sunlight doesn't touch and can only be seen by streetlight. True. I think you're talking about the universe of The Lion King. But shout out to Rico. Love the name of the show, The Male Gaze. Like, The Male Gaze is good, bro. That's a good-ass show name. Now, it might exclude, as long as Jerry knows that it's like a male gaze. You know what I mean? The male gaze. Male gaze, gaze male. Yeah, the male gaze. But I just like, they got to know we're straight. But it's like, if the guys are super masculine, it won't even be a question if it's straight. Nobody's going to be like, oh, Jerry might be gay. Jerry's straight. Everybody knows Jerry is straight. Add Meek Phil to the male gaze. Need Rico in. I don't think that Rico. I think that Meek Phil and Rico is one of the biggest simmering beefs that we have in here. I think that just him. He's in charge. I'm gonna ask him about the power structure. Okay, well, then we'll. I mean, like, you can't bump any meeting. Rico did that.
Did he do it on purpose?
He laid it down. He didn't knock it down, but he laid it down like he was like putting down his sword. Yeah. Pete, good to have you in here. An honor to have such a power player in the studio.
Yep. Can I just say that none of that's true?
Why?
I'm just a worker bee.
You're the queen bee.
No,
the queen
no,
bee does a little bit of work.
Just a worker bee. Just
remember when I was let's refresh the conversation from yesterday.
Yeah.
How did it go? Do you want to say it or should I?
You should say it.
Pete, I heard you're in charge now. And then you said, now.
That was a joke.
Right, and that's what I just said on here, that it's a joke, that
Yep.
this is and this is an extension of that joke.
Yeah. This is all a joke.
This whole company's a joke.
No. This whole.
Well, the company is it's a comedy company.
Yeah.
So it's kind of all a joke.
Yeah.
What did you think about my comparison to the triumvirate?
I'm not familiar with the whole Julius Caesar and whatever, but
It's a Shakespeare play.
yeah, I'm not familiar with it, so I can't make any comparisons.
There were 3 men that were in charge, and they shared power equally. Rome.
Okay, that was a big deal back in the day.
Yeah. A whole empire, and it was Julius Caesar and his warlord Mark Antony, who was a great general, and his most prized confidant Brutus, who eventually stabbed him in the back.
I was gonna say.
And but before all that, things were good. And when the 3 of them were in charge, like I think you, Chase, and Gaz are of this office.
Dave's in charge.
Of this office. No, well,
He's in charge.
Well, he's Jupiter. He's the god. He's the deity that they all pray to. So technically he presides over everything.
And
El
we're
Presidente.
We're just worker bees.
No, well, there's a power structure.
I don't know about that.
Well, I asked to get something done yesterday, and you got it done right away. And then a couple weeks ago, I asked about like something that was like sensitive, and you were the person that was the best person to talk to because you had like you were elbow deep in the HR.
Can I send you to somebody else?
No.
I do believe that I was
didn't.
like, that's not.
You said that you had already addressed this, and that you were.
I don't remember what this one was then.
Yeah, well, because it's been a couple things. Because I always darken your doorway with questions.
Right, and
I'm the worker bee. I'm like,
send you-
hey, boss.
No, yeah, well, no, I'm here to facilitate your work, to
What?
put you on that pedestal and make it. Would not make you a star, but let your star shine.
No, you're here to
all
make
I'm
you. I
that's
think
all
you
I'm
make
here
me a
to do.
star. I think that you've made me a star.
That's all I'm here to do.
Do you think that being known as the person who's in charge is like a vulnerable position? Like, isn't it better
I
to
wouldn't
be?
know. I wouldn't know.
or like when you see people at the top of the mountain, the other people who are, isn't it like not enviable?
I can't see with my head down doing my work. I can't even see the top of the mountain.
But Chase and Gaz are in charge though, right?
I don't know.
Those guys are.
I just put my head down and do my work.
And when you're working, like they're next to you, they're right next to you, or they're like a little bit lower on the mountain than you.
Over there, and Chase does sit next to me, but
yeah, exactly. That corner is powerful.
no, Gaz is over here. That corner. Ask Rico how powerful that corner is over there.
What? Yeah, well, he dented the wall. Corner? What do you mean? He almost felled that corner single-handedly.
So I'm saying, like, we've never had anything thrown at our corner, so I don't know what's more powerful or not.
I was doing performance reviews today.
Okay.
I was doing some performance reviews. Do you think that's valuable or invaluable?
I think it's a good thing to do.
Well, valuable and invaluable, I think, mean the same thing.
Okay.
Trick question.
I just said I think it's a good thing to do.
Yeah. Who do you think I should review next?
Just go grab anybody that's over there.
Well, didn't you say in Una just got here?
Yeah, I gotta go.
In Mass though, didn't we say as we were walking out yesterday, weren't you like, we should fire all these fucking people?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Don't you kind of like see yourself
crazy.
as like being a guy in a tower and just being like, pew,
Oh no! Oh gosh, no.
I could take you. We could get rid of you. We would. But like sometimes when the boat run more smoothly if like everybody was rowing in the same direction.
Are you suggesting that people are not rowing in the same direction?
Yes.
Oh my.
Do you agree with that?
I would never make such a statement.
Do you think Dave thinks he's running a daycare or a charity ever?
This was great. See you later.
Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Pete. Okay. Okay. NY's a game studio for it. I mean, so I think that can we all read between the lines of what we heard right there? Does anybody have questions about what they heard right there? You see that Lisa was trying to get in on that meeting. She knows who's fucking in charge and who she's even walking through the hallway next to. How you kind of one time I saw Howard Stern walking through the Sirius XM like the lobby of Sirius XM, and he had a school of people walking in his wake, kind of like with clipboards, kind of like scurrying up around him. And that's kind of how All Business Pete is walking through this office, like people just like currying favor, knowing that he's Julius Caesar over here. And that's why he doesn't want to be Julius Caesar, because he's more intimately familiar with the story of Julius Caesar than he's letting on, because he knows Julius Caesar gets stabbed in the back, and that's why he doesn't want to be on the top of the hill, because you leave yourself at a vulnerable vantage point that the slings and arrows can come for you. People are asking why is Hoopin' and Hollering coming out right now. Because it is. All right, we're almost done here. Love it. Who's rowing in the wrong direction? Well, I think that not everybody's oars are in the water. I think that is the problem. Rone is mortal Loki. Facts. Dave, Big Cat, and Pete. No, not that. Big Cat is also in like the class of the God class. It's no one can touch Big Cat. No one can touch his output. It's insane. His output and his success rate and the things that he does. It's fucking insane. And it's like, for Barstool to be successful, other people need to ascend to, like, not they won't ascend to that level because they can't touch him, but like people need to ascend to being, so it's not like, well, like we need to put Big Cat on the show, you know. Who is Brutus? Yeah, that's a question, because it's like you don't know who Brutus is until the stabbing in the back happens. But like it was all good in Rome. They were doing the games and the tribulations. Watching Old Yak, did you ever battle Josh Prey? No. All Business from ABP. Who are the Avengers of Barstool? Come on, we're not going to mix metaphors. We're talking about Rome right now. You want to talk about the fucking Avengers? Jesus Christ. Big content. Need a Rasta guy. Milton Pete. There are times I'm convinced KB might be bigger than Big Cat, but I'm only in Big Cat's eyes. He's always looking at KB for validation. Well, KB is like a weather vane. He's like he's steady as hell, and also he doesn't go as the wind blows. which I guess is counterintuitive to being a weather vane. But he's kind of like the goalpost. He's just standing there. KB has potential to be bigger than anything. But also KB doesn't like seek validation, nor does he put himself outside of his comfort zone, nor does he just sees things clearly. And that's why he's such a good person to have for validation, an essential worker. And he is cool as fuck. The Ronin Empire. Yeah, if KB were 1 inch taller. But he honestly doesn't need to be. If KB was 1 inch tall, if he even wore lifts, it wouldn't be fair for the rest of us. NYC is Western Rome, Chicago's Eastern Rome. I'm not sure exactly how I don't know if Rome was built into East and West. I think that the Roman Empire was bigger than the East and the West. When's the next walk in NYC? We could take it back to the beginning of the episode if you want to see that. Thoughts on Mincy versus Tate? I think that that's fun content. I mean, I think that they're giving us something to chew on. I'm not sure. So Tate is there. He's just like kind of documents it. Because I thought at first, I was like, is his team in it? But like, no, Ohio State's not in it. So it's like he's just kind of keeping an eye on Mincy, on what Mincy's doing. I mean, I think Mincy is sly like a fox, and he knows that it's hitting, and that Jesus Christ, he knows that he's the kind of guy that he can swim, and then the other fish will swim around him and follow him just to see what he's doing. He honestly doesn't have to do anything other than what the fuck he wants to do, and people will be enamored with it because he's Mincy. Does Mincy Tate end the same as of Mice and Men? No. Mincy is both Lenny and... Who was the other guy in Mice and Men? Carl? No, Lenny and Carl was Simpsons guys. Lenny and Bruce? No, Lenny Bruce is a different guy. Should we watch some videos and just, like, chill out, watch some videos? Like, I don't think anybody else wants a fucking performance review, honestly. But I'm happy to. Rone can't finish with his left hand. That's a fact. Not a hooper like that. People are saying a lot of Pat Bev stuff. Want to talk about Pat Bev. Nothing has changed. I talked about Pat Bev right before we walked through Brownsville, and that's basically where we still stand on that. I think it was Lenny and Tate, Lenny and the Rabbit. Rone smoke a cigar or some Loud Pack. Got Keegs in here. Is Dave the Sun God? Sun God is kind of more. That's like more like Aztec, a deity. I don't think the Sun God was that Roman? I don't think so. Sass is paid. Mincy's Bizarro Che. Yeah. Government grant for Mincy special needs. Yeah, Mincy's, a bit of a, he's got a little. We need Nick Shirley looking into Mincy. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of what Tate's trying to do. He's trying to Nick Shirley Mincy a little bit. We need a Bravo cheat sheet for dummies. Love that. Let's watch some videos. Anything stick out, Tyler? I sent you a fucking heaping pile of videos of just some fun shit for us to watch. Pay Sass till he's backwards. It's backwards. Sass is paid. Lenny and George. That's what it was. Lenny and George. How crazy is this? So you guys might not be able to read this text. I'll break it down for you and read it for you. This is buses in Bangladesh. The buses in Bangladesh drive like psychos. And these dudes are having the time of their life. Like, their life is in the balance. I'm sure that they're not wearing seatbelts. It's rocking back and forth like it's a goddamn roller coaster. And they're just, whoa! Going into the opposing lanes of traffic. Look, they're on two wheels, weaving. They do not give a fuck about life in Bangladesh. I gotta get to Bangladesh. If I ride a bus in Bangladesh, you think the chats will, like, absolve me of the whole, like, go to Iran type of thing? Because they're going to, you can't go to Iran right now still. Look at these Bangladeshi buses. All they want to do is get there fast as fuck. And they're just screaming, having, like, this is for the bros. Can these not flip over? Oh, Eric. Eric, what's up, brother? How are you?
I'm good, man. I heard you're giving out reviews.
Yes, I'm giving out performance reviews.
How's it going?
It's going decently. I told, Rico has his live. I told everybody that Pete's actually in charge. And I told Nikki Smokes that he has a likability problem.
Don't we all? Yeah.
No, not everybody.
Not you. You're very well liked.
No, I don't think that that's true at all, but I've gone through a likability problem before. And then we were just watching a video of a bus in Bangladesh.
All that, yeah.
What's going on?
I mean, you're giving out reviews. I feel like people should be filing in here. You're the only live show. Pick Central, but, everybody should be raising their hand, volunteering to come in.
You don't want to review because
Give me the review.
you're thin-skinned.
No, I'm not. I've been here 15 years.
So
I can handle it.
well, I just gave you a review and you got defensive immediately.
Well, I'm not. You're wrong about that.
Yeah, because you're being defensive immediately.
You're being defensive.
No, that's another level of being
I
defensive.
learned that from Dave. You just say the word back louder.
You might be a little thin-skinned.
I will say I have hardened up after. There's nothing anybody has not said to me at this point.
Yeah, but
I think the perception is that I am, but I think I was. I think most people enter the internet thin-skinned and come out hardened.
well, I think that we saw it live. I think that you're sometimes thin-skinned about stuff and then get defensive about it, and then that winds up being like an argument. And sometimes people are more willing to argue with you than you are with them. Like you've had confrontations at your desk over this past year where you're less the aggressor and more just like, what the fuck?
Just let it slide.
But you don't let it slide. You remember it, but you don't engage in the moment.
I didn't engage in any of that nonsense.
But you were still part of it.
Heavy as the head. What is it? Heavy as the head that wears the crown.
But do you wear the crown?
Pete, Chase, and
Gaz.
Gaz.
Or the triumvirate. How do you think your year was?
I think forward facing as a content creator, bad. I think behind the scenes as a person who does stuff behind the scenes, good.
Okay. How so?
Which part?
How is it? Like, talk about the behind the scenes stuff.
Just making sure we don't get sued, making sure Dante doesn't get us sued is a big part of my job.
And did he get us sued this year?
I don't think so.
Yes.
Did he?
Yeah, there's lawsuits this year.
Not from the Don though.
What did we talk about in our in Dave's year-end meeting? What was the first thing that he said? And he talked about it for one of the 3 minutes.
I can't control that stuff.
You just said making sure people don't get us
on
sued.
on the blog.
Okay,
What Dante does on Barstool backstage, that's out of my.
Okay. So
I'm just talking about blog only, website app only.
Yeah, and so you did a good job of making sure we don't get any libel or slander lawsuits on the
And copyright.
lawsuits on the blog.
Copyright's hot in the streets. That's the thing we get sued for the most. We get sued from smoke shows of the day from like 2010. We put their pictures up on the website way back then. They're now OnlyFans models now, so they own their pictures and they sue us. Even though they gave us permission 10 years ago, they sue us for those pictures now. Very annoying.
That is interesting and annoying, but I'm glad that it seems like that's a job that you're good at and a job that you like.
Yeah.
Say it. You have to be honest if I'm going to be honest.
It's a job I'm good at.
So you don't like doing it.
It wears you down, yeah. So now I want to become more of a content creator again.
But you have to, like, the same way that I'm not doing as much of like the walks on the street because
all that
they're not doing it. The numbers aren't doing well.
It's all right.
Huh?
That's all right.
What do you mean it's all right?
No, it's all right to let it go if
Right.
you're not. Yeah.
But are you willing to let content creation go if the numbers aren't great?
Well, that's what I already did. So now I want to try it again.
Yeah, but if the numbers aren't
the
great,
goddamn negativity out of you.
well, you're see, look at you being defensive when I'm being honest.
It's not.
If the numbers aren't great, are you willing to let it go?
Of course.
And so what's going to be your metric of if the numbers are good or not?
Well, I do think you should create what you like and what you're passionate about and what makes you happy, and you hope that the numbers follow. I think we are
I
way
talked about
too-
Jordan Woodruff earlier, where how she came in making content about celebrities,
Right.
and then she said that she didn't like to do that anymore.
Right.
So she started making content about like smoothies and walking on the treadmill in the morning.
Right.
And so that and then she doesn't work here anymore.
Now she does makeup. She has a huge following.
But she doesn't work here anymore.
No.
Right. So it's like, should you be doing the stuff that you like, or should you be doing the stuff that does well?
You would hope the stuff you like.
But if it doesn't, should you be doing the stuff you like or the stuff that does well?
It's a great question.
No, it's not. It's an easy answer. It's the stuff that does well.
It's the stuff that does well. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So it's like sometimes I learned this when making music. It's like they always said sometimes you got to kill your babies.
John Cena's always like, I just play the hand I'm dealt. People pitch him creative. He goes, no, Vince or Triple H gives me the creative. I just execute it.
Right.
So people would go to Cena with ideas, and he goes, you're talking to the wrong guy. Cena got on, to the top of the mountain by just doing what he's told.
Right. So
doing
what?
what
So how does that? So draw the correlation to me because it's
Cena did not care about the creative as long as it worked. He's like, I'm here to do what draws in the biggest numbers.
right. And the drawing in the biggest numbers for you is like being a scathing heel, but sometimes you don't want to be like the scathing heel.
Well, we've talked about this on previous episodes
I
of
know.
RoneDotCom.
I know.
My brain has been healed, so to speak.
Exactly. So you don't. It's healed from being the heel, so you don't want to be the heel anymore.
I don't know if I have the mindset for that.
Exactly. So then that's why.
Well,
it's like-
why are you backing me into a corner as a one-trick pony? Why can't?
No one said though you put words into my mouth.
No,
You
I'm not.
Corner and one.
I'm reading between the lines as you tell us all to do.
Okay.
I'm reading between the lines. You're saying you're only good at this. Don't do anything
didn't
else.
say that.
Yes, you are.
I'm saying if it doesn't work, are you going to be honest with
It's
yourself?
always pivoting. Always pivot.
What do you mean?
If something doesn't work, you on to the next thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna work on this year? You said you want to get into content, and so I know I saw you've been doing TikTok. I liked one of your TikToks the other day.
All that. Thank you. I'm watching Entourage for the first time.
Yes, and it seemed like that did well.
Yeah. My old TikToks, if you scroll down my page, they all did well, but it was like around the office stuff, and it wasn't really like anything with me. It was just like, what's your favorite band or whatever.
And do you want to keep on doing stuff like
I'm
that?
gonna do a little around the office stuff, but I want to put my face out there more. I'm an old man now. I've been on the streets for a long time. Nothing really affects me anymore.
That's a lie.
That's just lashing out at me for no reason.
Well, no, I thought we were being honest here. You said nothing affects you anymore. We're in content creation. Things affect us, obviously.
It's hyperbole, yes. You can be affected by stuff.
Yes,
but not-
exactly.
You're not giving me any benefit of the doubt.
That's not true. You said you wanted a scathing review, and I'm being scathing.
Okay, fair. Okay, fair. I guess that's why nobody else will
That's
come
what I'm
in
saying.
here.
People don't want to be
I guess
scathed.
nobody else. I get it now. Yeah, no.
People don't want to be scathed. It's not
People don't
nice.
no, people don't want to be scathed.
It's not nice. And I'm not saying. Obviously, we're friends, but it's like
You are more negative than I think you.
people let on.
Yeah, like
people
you're,
realize.
you're not like happy-go-lucky Adam. You're more scathing Rone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally. And I think that's like giving like I scathed myself to start off this show, and I canceled multiple things that I've been working on. I said that was a bad idea, that didn't work, and that was an L for me. And so it's like I need to be able to scathe myself before I can scathe anyone
What
else.
happens is people won't come in here because you'll scathe them, and then chat will be like, fuck this guy. Then they'll go back and re-chat, and then it'll emotionally drain them. So that's why, people aren't filing in.
All right. Well, you said people should
No,
be.
but I'm built different, so that's why I'm here.
Okay.
I'm built.
Okay. So you want to put your face out there because nothing hurts you anymore.
Correct.
And you want to do what, reviews of TV shows that you're watching?
Yeah, I was joking about that. I was like, I'm putting up 4-minute videos about shows that haven't been on the internet or haven't been on the air in 10 years. But I'm talking about what I like. Something will hit, and I'll run with that. I don't know.
I think that
It's a feeling out process.
I think that if you want to, I think anybody can be successful on TikTok. I think that you need to study TikTok a little bit more to see what's going to be successful.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. And I was texting Jack Mac and Travi during break trying to figure out like how to do stuff and what works, what doesn't. I know 4-minute videos about a very niche component of Breaking Bad isn't going to break the internet, but it was what I was thinking about at the time.
I mean, and also you don't have to break the internet every time. but I think that there's and people watch 4-minute videos on TikTok. But I think that I think if you study a little bit more, I don't think that there's like any threshold of like what content has to be on TikTok. I think that anybody.
I think is fascinating too.
I think anybody can be successful.
You don't have to do just like wacky bits and stuff. You can just.
But I also don't think anybody is entitled to success on TikTok.
Nobody's entitled to success in life, brother.
There you go.
What's the phrase? Like the best basketball player is just like never been discovered. It's like just on a playground somewhere.
You think that's true?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think so. I think the best basketball players are in the NBA.
You think LeBron is better than? So there's 8 billion humans.
Yeah.
You think the 200 in the league are better than the 8 billion others?
Yeah. But I don't think that's true for everything. I think that maybe the best photographer hasn't been discovered.
Yeah, that's probably a better example.
But I think that obviously, like, you're the editor-in-chief of the blog for a reason.
Got here early.
But I mean, Hubs, you were here way before Hubs. Hubs
is great at the job.
But he's the editor-in-chief of the blog for a reason too.
Yeah, he's great.
Because he's great, and because you guys do well at that job.
Yeah.
And I think if you want to do content, I think
got in a couple texts from people who have not blogged in a while asking how to get set up, and they want to jump back into the mix.
Well, do you welcome them back?
Oh yeah. I still think, and we don't talk about the blog. I mean, the blog is not what it used to be, and I understand that. I think everybody gets that. I point to someone like Francis who just like crushed the blog so hard and is so good at it. Now he's writing Dave's book, like there's still so much value in utilizing the blog to build yourself up, especially because you blog. It just goes out on the main account, Twitter main account. And like,
who's 5 people that you'd love to see a blog from that you haven't for a while?
You.
Okay, let's be realistic.
You. Kevin.
KB, PFT.
Okay, so you mean like other, like, well, that's the main people who don't.
Yeah.
All right.
But who that you would love to see a blog from they haven't for a while?
Kyle, Nick.
PFT, me, and Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 5.
There you go.
Okay.
So what do you expect from me this year?
Oh,
and poker content.
Yeah, is that doing well?
Yeah.
What's the metric of it, whether it does well or not?
If it gets good reviews from people in the poker world.
Yes, if it gets good reviews. So it's not numerical, it's like feel-based.
If people who consume poker content say it's good, but the numbers aren't up, you just keep doing it, and then the numbers will go up.
They will?
Definitely. You just grow a following that way, right?
Yeah, maybe.
If you make good stuff, people will go to it.
But what if they don't? When do you pull the cord?
Not sure. I think that's just like when you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with the backpacker around New York City, you like doing it, but
numbers weren't where I wanted them to be.
Yeah.
But I think I'm a early cord puller.
Oh, you are?
Are you a late cord puller?
I think you have to give people time. Like, people thought Seinfeld should have been canceled after season 1. But if the vision is there and...
So you're making Seinfeld.
No, you are. With the going around New York City.
That is not Seinfeld.
You're Seinfeld.
I'm not making Seinfeld. But you're making Seinfeld.
You should be in L.A. writing scripts.
No. I don't want to do that, and that sounds like it sucks. And
But should you be doing what you like or what you're good at?
Yeah, but I've never. What good scripts have I ever written?
James Corden's rap battles.
Yeah, but I didn't write scripts. I wrote rap battles.
Yeah, you're great at that.
Yeah, but there's no market for writing rap battles.
There's a market for scripts, and you have.
I've never done that.
You have the gift of the pen, Rone.
I've never done that.
You have the gift, and you know that.
That's not. I mean, then Francis, PFT, KB, Nick, and Kevin should be.
You maybe write the Barstool show.
Francis tried that, and it almost got sold to FX, and it didn't.
Maybe all he needed was the team around him.
No, he already wrote the show.
It's crazy.
What else should we review about your review? What have I hit on or what have I not hit on?
I think that was solid.
You think so?
Yeah.
Did that hurt?
No.
Yeah, because you're thick-skinned.
Impenetrable.
Yeah, impervious.
Is impenetrable not a word?
No, it is.
Okay, cool.
Impervious. Anybody else we should review?
I liked the thing you said earlier, too, about how you're trying to mend the gap between the two offices because we all work under the same company. We're all one company. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there is any internal Chicago, New York, anything whatsoever.
You're lying.
Oh, is there?
You're pretending to not know.
I, hand to God, have no idea if there's something that you're.
You
alluding
can't
to?
come. You can't come in here and lie.
If you're alluding to something, I don't know what you're alluding to.
Okay.
I'm trying to. All right, I don't know, but
I'm saying subvert, not overt.
subvert, not overt.
There's not an overt thing, but like, it's obvious to anybody that fucking is watches a Barstool that there's like that it's been everything's been pitted against one another.
I think that was like very early on was the perception, but right now I would never think that. I think you have a different idea of it than I do then.
Well, maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. I'll ask people out there.
Ask the people out there if there's nothing else.
Adam.
The utmost respect.
Great work
Thanks
as
for
always.
coming in here. I hope your hand's feeling better. I hope your knee's doing good. I hope your dentist appointment was good yesterday.
My knee is terrible. I have an MRI at 220.
Hell yes. Love it. Yeah, if anybody else wants to come in, they're more than welcome, I guess. All right. Let's hit a couple more videos before we get out of here. I was enjoying that Bangladeshi. I was enjoying the buses in Bangladesh. English translation is, this is one of the funniest videos, bro. This kills me. This guy's...
What is your best language?
我们的语言是什么 ？English。
English is your best language?
是英文是我们最好的语言。
Yes. Okay, what's going on?
哦，是这么回事。
So I speak English, but I don't understand English. So he's translating to Mandarin.
我们会说英语，但是他不会说英语。
What's happening?
我不知道
What are you
是怎么
here
回
for?
事。我们是来干什么的？
We're here for the museum.
我们是来看博物馆。
You expect me to understand your language?
你想让我明白你在说什么？
Well, I'm speaking English.
我在说中文。
Oh my God, what a creative and unique way to fuck with people. What a great use of free will. And what a great use of having a Chinese buddy who speaks Chinese. Just pretending that the guy is translating. You expect me... Oh my God. You expect me to understand what you're saying? This is a classic bootlegger video. They're doing a moment of silence at the footy game. Let's watch this one. This is why we all love football.
Well, you just knew that was going to happen. That was going to happen. That's disgusting. Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Disgusting behavior.
It was a moment of silence for somebody that died, and then the opposing side, it was like, something's in a box, and then they all go nuts. That dude Bootlegger is one of the OG content creators. I think he has his own like line of beers now. Lizzie's in a box, Oh my God, they said the moment was too long. They're valid for crashing out. Just fucking classic. Should just go down the entire org chart and review everyone one by one. Come on, brother. You can't force people to. Bro, did you guys see this for Gillian Wallow's Knockout Fest? Watch what happens. Stiz adopted his opponent's kid. Look at this shit.
Bring somebody up right now, right? For y'all. I want everybody to give a round of applause for his baby mom, Barbie. Give it up for her, y'all. Give it up.
He brought up the baby.
Hold on. She about to come up. She got something she want to say to this deadbeat pussy ass nigga. I adopted your son last week, nigga.
I adopted your son last week.
Hold on. She got court records for this bitch ass nigga.
And look at the look on his face.
I adopted your son last week, you bitch ass nigga. I can't wait to see you get mad, pussy. Get mad, pussy. I adopted your son last week, nigga. She team scared. Hey, give it, Barbie. Give it, baby. Give it, baby. It's okay.
Come here, Barbie.
say, baby.
I adopted your son last week and she puts it off.
I'm still bull.
I'm still bull.
Get mad, you pussy ass nigga.
Look at Wallow ready to hold him back.
I hate a deadbeat dad, y'all. I hate a deadbeat dad. I can't wait to see you. I hate you. And I can't wait to see you in that ring. Look at you. I adopted your son last week. Don't take your little Wallow, bitch ass nigga.
Oh my God, dude. How fucking ridiculous is that? Vince McMahon never thought of any shit like that, bro. Only in Philly. Only at Gilliam Wallace Knockout Fest. I adopted your son last week, you bitches. Bro, that's so fucking funny. We Gilly in the hat. Oh my God, that's so fucking funny. Wallow knows it's probably too far. I mean, the guy, you know, they fought. I don't even know who won, but that's elite promo. That's damn near as good as it gets out there. What else do we have? What else do we have? What other heat can we watch together as friends? Bro, how about Big Boy playing hoops, bro? This dude is an absolute bucket. First off, look at his arms, bro. He got the arms of a goddamn, like, that's a jacked up upper body, like, he looks like he's been working out with Frank the Tank Jenks and Arnold Schwarzenegger. But he has a little bit of bulk in the midsection, but my boy can hoop.
Bringing the ball up got my attention. He comfortable out there. Off that tween, throw it over spin move. Lean to the basket, Lay's chips. Why you lean to the cup like that? Like you supposed to do that.
Look at him, and he's huge too. Soft jumper.
Nah, who is bro?
Who is bro? We need to find out who bro is. Ugh.
What you thought?
Is that white boy Rick?
Not getting no layups. He on that wing though, and he comfortable.
White boy Rick.
Get right to his spot.
No disrespect, but he wishes.
Fade away in the lane.
Yeah.
Man,
gets his shot.
I like it. Give me that. We not getting
Looks
no
like
layups
Dutch
around
Gately.
me. Let's watch this. Spin move.
Yank.
Bounce spin move.
Yank.
With the patience in the paint.
Yank.
Up and under lay. Nah,
a little high off the glass.
For real. Give me the ball.
And he said clear
spin.
out.
Bump and one. I like the
And the
patience.
broccoli
I like the
haircuts are
skill.
tough to play with,
The
bro. That's like
confidence is a
that.
plus. The fact that he in the paint.
And he's bringing the
and
ball
on
up.
the wing. But this right here.
Football
look,
coach
clear
has to
out.
be sick.
Tween,
Football coach knows that he
goes.
needs
Step
him at
tween
offensive
behind.
tackle. Yank, yank.
Tween. Get to that baseline. Bump. Hey,
And then
who's
look
that
at-
kid in the street? Go get his
Wow.
parents, man.
The
You feel
commentary
me?
is hilarious, dude.
Post work. Bounce spin move. Fady.
Fady.
He on that wing bringing the cheese up. Yeah, all right.
And
Let's
look
get
how
something.
low he gets with the
Post
dribble,
work.
too.
Bump. And one off the glass. Easy.
Such a soft
Buckets.
touch,
Let me
bro.
get the ball, bro. Excuse me. And one. And he talking. Flex the shoulder. Let me get this, please.
Who is bro? We need
the
to find out who
windshield
bro
wiper?
is.
Thank you very much.
Bro has TikTok hair. That's a fact. You know he's in the AP classes. What does that mean? You think that he's a white guy that hoops, that he's in the AP classes? I'm almost positive that guy doesn't do his own homework. I'm almost positive he shows up late and everybody's okay with it because he's so sick at basketball. Cutter Sisk? That's not his name. It can't be. Cutter Sisk? Can we play the award music? So 33 wants nothing to do with him. Cutter Sisk is what I found. They're saying it's Cutter Sisk. Is that his name? Cutter Sisk? Because that's a sick name, too. Cutter Sisk. Wherever he's going, I need to see. Because that's a modern game that he has. I didn't see if he had the 3-ball, but he's shooting the fadeaway like he's KD. Cutter Sisk. Shout out to Cutter Sisk. Shout out to Marshawn Lynch, too. Any other heat in there? You got some more heat in here. I know we had some heat. Type shit. Shout out to Grill.
So boom,
Guy.
we in there. So boom. So it's night before Christmas, right? So boom. So we in there. As soon as I walk in, I listen. I said, "Yo, it's type quiet. Like I'm talking silent type. Like I look over, see the mouse, silent. I'm like, yo, even the mouse. Kids were knocked, right? Slumped out, dreaming about sugar plums and shit. Slumped. So I see him. So boom. So then all of a sudden I hear something. I'm like. As soon as I look up, I said, yo, I hear some ching, 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 just like that. I'm like, yo, on some bells type shit. Like, Dancer was in that bitch, Prancer, Comet, all them bitches. Comet,
So boom.
Cupid, everybody's in that bitch, bro. So boom, as soon as I turn, I see Blitzen. Corner of my eye, I said, and now if you know Blitzen, you know this motherfucker. Before I even look, I hear, boom, back from back here. I said, before I even turn, I'm like, I know this is gonna come down my chimney. I know it's gotta be St. Nick. I know it's gotta be St. You know how he is, bro. Stockings, presents, all that, all filled out, all that. And
Yeah, bro, he's hilarious. May everybody have somebody that loves a content creator as much as I love Grill Guy, because he is the fucking funniest. I think that he is such a talented dude. This is how Carl Anthony Towns talks when he's trying to sound cool. No, not even, bro. He's fucking hilarious. So boom, bro, you just don't know somebody that talks like that if you're not finding that absolutely delightful. I need to get on one of those Bangladeshi buses, dude. Those Bangladeshi buses are fucking insane. That goes crazy. True. Any more heat in there? We about tapped. We're about tapped. Hell yes. Well, so this is what it's like being back in studio and giving some scathing performance reviews. And let everyone be reminded that I scathed myself before I scathed anybody else. And I canceled my own shows, and I was brutally honest with myself about what's working and what's not working. My intent is never to be nasty to anybody. My intent is never to fuel the fire of people who already have a negative perception about themselves. And a light round of applause for the people who were bold enough to come in and say, hey, give me a scathing review. And I think that speaks to their desire to get better and to be told about themselves. And I think people will always be curious what someone has to say about them. And I think that guys like Nate, who came in, Nikki Smokes, who tapped in, All Business Pete, Rico, who are willing to have that conversation, are bold and are cut from a different cloth. So I'd love to give them their flowers in that way. But hell yes. 2026, big fun content to come. And One Blood, One Heart. Or we'll cut it. We got it. One Blood, One Heart, I guess.
No way,
one last
my
One Blood,
brother.
One Heart. Like the stream, please. Like the stream. Pusha G's. We gotta play some of him. One Blood, One Heart. One Blood, One Heart, One Blood Nation. Yeah. We'll get some Pusha G's going next time, buzzing outside, nothing to do. We're outside with a lot to do, and we got a big year coming up. Please like the stream. Please comment. It helps everything. We'll be back. We'll be either here or we'll be outside. Erica said that it's very hard to build a brand in the Substack she just put out. So if we're building a brand, it's RoneDotCom. Something different every day. And we promise that's how it'll be. See you guys next week.